that could hopefully at least play an accelerant role, and hopefully even more importantly, play as a true destination driver for your community. So that first step is really evaluating, inventorying those existing products, thinking about your drivers, your accelerants, and your dependent amenities. And here I would just throw out that challenge that you need to take a hard internal look and think about yourself traveling with your own family, and would those products really resonate as a driver or as an accelerant? Sometimes we're hesitant to be a harsh critic of our own internal products, but it really requires that kind of thinking to be very honest in terms of how those existing products stack up.
Mitch?
Yes?
On that scale there, the accelerants and the stimulators, if we're talking, say, about a restaurant, well-known restaurant in a community, can that be an accelerant, or would you always think that would be a dependent?
No, absolutely. They're sometimes the hotel properties, sometimes the food and beverage operations can absolutely act as an accelerant. They've got the allure, they've got the recognition, and can play that kind of role. But the vast majority for a typical limited service hotel, a typical mix of nice but relatively basic restaurants, they're much more in that dependent amenity. But I think, Glenn, that's an important point to distinguish, because some of those, whether it's it might be a small museum or it might be a restaurant, sometimes they can truly play an accelerant role. But again, that caveat of trying to be honest in terms of does this really have the power and the allure to play an accelerant or ultimately a driver kind of role. Certainly in some destinations, the resorts can be destination drivers in and of themselves. You look at an Enchantment up in Sedona, and that property in and of itself is a critically important driver.